Bill Belichick, good old Billy boy. Oh, what a beating he just took from the Cowboys. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Bill Belichick getting blown out to the Cowboys by 35 points with the Patriots starting out 1-3. It seems as if the game has passed Bill Belichick by. Their quarterback, Mac Jones, seems to be regressing more and more as time goes on. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Will this be Bill Belichick's final season on the Patriots? With the way how the season is going, absolutely. I don't see Bill Belichick coming back for the New England Patriots past the 2023 NFL season. You know why I say that? Because of the fact that their owner, Robert Kraft, wanted to see a winning product be put on the football field. And Bill Belichick has failed to do that ever since Tom Brady left the New England Patriots. Yeah, you can point to Bill Belichick having 6 Super Bowl victories. You can point to Bill Belichick being able to show up in numerous amounts of Super Bowls. The fact that Bill Belichick's teams had constantly made the playoffs year in and year out during the Tom Brady era. But what is the NFL about? The NFL is about what have you done for me lately. And what Bill Belichick has done lately for the New England Patriots has been unacceptable. The first year that they didn't have Tom Brady, they went 7-9 and missed the playoffs with Cam Newton at quarterback, a former MVP. Granted, Cam Newton wasn't the same player that he was in Carolina, but heck, Cam Newton still ran for 12 touchdowns on the New England Patriots. He was still productive in some type of role. And then, of course, they go ahead, they draft a rookie quarterback. They say, okay, Cam Newton, you were just a placeholder. We'll find your successor in Mac Jones. And Mac Jones, he ends up having a solid rookie year. They end up going to the playoffs. They end up having a 10-7 record. And so you're thinking, okay, looks like Bill Belichick has this figured out. Looks like he's got this team built on the right way. And then bam, they get blown out to the Buffalo Bills, who right now are the standard to win the AFC East division. They get blown out to the Buffalo Bills by 30 points. It should have been 37, but the New England Patriots decided to go ahead and pad up their stats late in the game. So that's why the score looked a little bit closer than what it actually was. Even though that game was a total blowout, the New England Patriots got embarrassed from start to finish. Their defense essentially laid down. The Buffalo Bills had 7 touchdown drives in that game. They ended up scoring 7 touchdowns. Now, the Buffalo Bills could have had 49 points had their kickers not missed some extra points, but the point of the story is the New England Patriots got annihilated in some games. And then you look at the debacle that happened last year. So their offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, ends up leaving the New England Patriots to take a head coaching job in Las Vegas. And so if you're Bill Belichick, you're thinking, okay, how do we rebound back from a veteran offensive coordinator that we've had for so many years? Oh, let's go ahead and hire some defensive coach that has never coached offensive football in his life. Never mind the fact that he wasn't even good at coaching defense. Let me go ahead and hire my friend Matt Patricia to the New England Patriots, because that's what's going to make a young quarterback so good to do. Let me just show him who's boss. Let me show who really knows football. Yeah, of course that was going to end disastrously. Matt Patricia sucked for the New England Patriots. He caused Mac Jones to regress big time. The receivers were struggling as well. The running game was essentially non-existent. Their O-line regressed. The New England Patriots regressed overall as a team. They ended up going 8-9, ended up missing out on the playoffs. They had a chance to get into the playoffs in week 17, but when they played against the Buffalo Bills, they essentially stood no chance as soon as the kickoff was executed by the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots right now do not look like a good football team whatsoever. This football team needs to go into a rebuilding situation, because you look at the New England Patriots right now. They got a new offensive coordinator in Bill O'Brien, a veteran offensive coordinator. That was the guy Bill Belichick was saying, oh yeah, he's going to get everything fixed up. He's going to make sure that we solve all of our issues. Yeah, how'd that turn out, Bill Belichick? Because right now, you lost to the Philadelphia Eagles by 5. Okay, no crime done. But then you lose by 7 to the Miami Dolphins, a team that you usually own in Gillette Stadium. That's already pretty bad right there. But okay, fine, we can just say that was a close loss. Never mind the fact that your offense was essentially non-existent for an entire half. And then you go ahead, barely beat the Zach Wilson-led Jets team. That's not really good whatsoever. That was more like Zach Wilson gave y'all the game. And then to play the way that you did against the Dallas Cowboys, getting blown out by 5 touchdowns during America's Game of the Week. I mean, does it get any more embarrassing than that? Mac Jones, he's scrambling to his right, then he stops, he looks to his left, and then he throws it right across his body as if he's Patrick Mahomes. I mean, what does Mac Jones do? Mac Jones played awful in that game, and Bill Belichick is to blame for Mac Jones regressing as a passer, because even though I've never liked Mac Jones at all, hey, Mac Jones was a quarterback that was somewhat decent his rookie year. He looked like he could have been an Andy Dalton, Kirk Cousins type of player one day. Not saying that's necessarily even a good thing, but that's starter level material. And then to see what Mac Jones is now, he looks like he should be out of the NFL. This dude could legitimately be worse than Bailey Zappi. I'm not saying Bailey Zappi is any good, but what I am saying is that Mac Jones Jones has turned to complete garbage ever since his rookie season. Mac Jones has regressed mightily, and ultimately that has to fall on the head coach, because the head coach has to be able to develop the quarterback, and Bill Belichick has not been able to do that whatsoever. Bill Belichick has effectively been exposed without Tom Brady, because when Bill Belichick had Tom Brady, everyone was saying, oh, look at Billy boy, he's so smart at what he does, look at how he knows his football, look at how he knows the IQ. And then when you look at him without Tom Brady, you're thinking, man, this dude needs to go retire. Go play some golf, Bill Belichick. Go play some golf. Go ahead and retire from the NFL right now. Go ahead. Look, I get that you won 6 Super Bowls. I get that you're an all-time great coach. You're probably the greatest coach to ever do it. But let's be honest with ourselves. You lucked into Tom Brady. If you didn't have Tom Brady, you would have been a nobody. Nobody would have even cared about you. And for further evidence for why Bill Belichick's system doesn't work, just look at his coaching assistants. I mean, have any coaching assistants ever succeeded outside of the Bill Belichick system? No, they haven't. The closest thing to success for Bill Belichick's assistants was Brian Flores in Miami. But obviously, it seems like he held Tua Tagovailoa back, because Tua Tagovailoa was not a good quarterback when Brian Flores was there. Then as soon as Brian Flores left, Tua Tagovailoa looked like a star in the making. Now, is Tua a liability sometimes? Is Tua sometimes not a good quarterback? Absolutely. But Tua Tagovailoa was better than what he was doing under Brian Flores. When you look at the New England Patriots coaching staff, it's no wonder why they've all failed at other stops, because the truth of the matter is the system really didn't have that much to do with the success of the New England Patriots. You know who had a huge role in the success of the New England Patriots? Tom freaking Brady. Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots through his hard work and through the fact that he made his receivers better than what they actually were. The fact that Bill Belichick never got him weapons, that is almost criminal in and of itself. He never bothered to get Tom Brady elite weapons at the wide receiver position, and outside of Rob Gronkowski, who played tight end, it's not exactly as if the New England Patriots ever played with a stacked offense. And then as soon as Tom Brady leaves and goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what happens? He wins a Super Bowl in his first year. Now, was that Bucs team loaded with all the weapons that they had? Absolutely. There's no question about it. However, if Bill Belichick was building that team, would he have built that same team? No, I highly doubt it, because Bill Belichick doesn't have the mindset or the creativity to go get his quarterback weapons all over the field. And when you look at what Bill Belichick has done without Tom Brady, he has clearly been exposed. He clearly doesn't know what he's doing. He clearly is letting himself in. He can outcoach every single team in the NFL, regardless of talent, regardless of whoever plays quarterback. This dude has the ego of saying, I can win with anybody, anywhere, any place, anytime. And so far, the results have not shown that. This Patriots team needs to do a full rebuild. They need to get rid of Bill Belichick. Look, I'm not saying that they got to go ahead and fire him, but Robert Kraft got to have to sit down with Bill Belichick and tell him, hey man, you haven't been producing lately. You've missed the playoffs. Looks like it's going to be 3 out of the last 4 years. Unless if you turn around things sooner rather than later in New England, we're going to have to pull off the hook for you, because yes, you've won 6 Super Bowls. Yes, you've won a lot of playoff games, but how much of that was really on you? How much of it did you really contribute? Because right now it's looking like it was 80% Brady, 20% Belichick, and honestly that ratio is probably generous, because it should be more like 90% Brady, 10% Belichick, because Brady was the system of New England. Because as soon as Brady left, what happened? Tampa Bay became a much better football team. They ended up winning a Super Bowl in Tom Brady's first year in there. And as for Bill Belichick, what has he done without Tom Brady? You look at what Bill Belichick was before Tom Brady, you look at what Bill Belichick did after Tom Brady, and clearly he really hasn't had an impressive resume whatsoever. It's not like Bill Belichick has done a whole lot to really impress anyone. Now look, do I think the Patriots are going to go ahead and win next week's game against the Saints? Yeah, I think they're going to go ahead and beat the Saints, because Derek Carr, he's either going to be playing hurt with a sprained shoulder, or they're going to be playing against Jameis Winston, both of which are not good quarterbacks under those circumstances. So when you look at it from that perspective, yes, the New England Patriots, they're going to win next week. They're going to be able to correct their mistakes, but as far as long-term success, I don't see it happening for the New England Patriots moving forward. If the Patriots win 7 or 8 games this year, that is probably going to be a best case scenario for them. That's how behind the New England Patriots are compared to everybody else in the NFL. Look, Bill Belichick just isn't a good enough coach in the modern NFL. The game has passed Bill Belichick by. Robert Kraft needs to go ahead and tell Bill Belichick, retire. You need to go now before it gets even worse. So that is why it will be Bill Belichick's final season with the Patriots, as they will end up missing the NFL playoffs for the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @Dustin_Tran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @Dustin_Tran and @Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @Dustin_Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.